Good morning, boys and girls. Actually, it's afternoon, boys and girls. My name is Miss Sherman. For those of you that don't know me, I teach kindergarten, first, and second grade learning support. Today we're going to be reading a book by one of my favorite authors. Her name is Doreen Cronin. And I'm not quite sure, I don't remember who read Click Clack Moo Cows That Type, but that was earlier this week. And this is actually, I don't want to say a sequel to Click Clack Moo Cows That Type, but it's another book that happens to be about the duck. It's called Duck for President by Doreen Cronin and Betsy Wheeler. What I want you to think about while I read this book today is how the book goes. What is the order of the book? Beginning, middle, end. Okay, I'm going to be joined by a little visitor. This is my niece, Evelyn. She just woke up from a nap, so she's a little bit cuddly. So this is the book I'm going to read for you today. Well, if you're in older grades, I'd also like you to think about what happens in the book too. But you could also do a writing about what you would do if you were president. So let's read the book. Okay, you ready, Evelyn? Duck for President. Honey, you can't see it in the way, babe. If you want to see the picture, stay right there, okay? Vote. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. He doesn't smell very good either. The animals have chores to do. Pigs clean up under the beds. Cows weed the garden. Sheep sweep the barn. And duck take out the trash, mow the lawn, grind coffee beans. At the end of each day, the pigs are covered in lint bunnies. The cows are covered in weeds. The sheep are covered in dust. And duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway, thought Duck. What we need is an election. He made a sign and hung it up in the barn. It says, Farmer Brown must go. Farm election tomorrow. So they're going to have an election. The next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. It says, Vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. The mice got together and protested the height requirement. So Duck crossed it off. So voter registration, some of the requirements are to vote, live on a farm, 2, show valid ID, and if you notice, be at least this tall. Well, that would disqualify the mice, and that wouldn't be fair. So that's why Duck crossed that off. For us to be able to vote in the United States, you need to be over 18. That is what the voter registration is. I'm sorry, I think there's something, an animal or something in my yard. Totally distracted me. Okay.
I saw.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe it's a squirrel.
I saw
On election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in a box. The vote was counted and...
Oh, it was a bird!
Sorry. Okay. So on election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in a box. The vote was counted and the results were posted on the barn wall. Honey, you gotta stay over here. Farmer Brown had 6 votes. Duck had 20. So boys and girls, who was the winner? It was Duck. Farmer Brown demanded a recount. One sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig. The new tally was Farmer Brown 6, Duck 21. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Notice how happy he looks there? Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on Duck's campaign for governor. It says, "Vote for me. I'm a duck, not a politician." Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small town diners. He marched in parades. He went to town meetings and gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in the booth all over the state. The vote was counted and the results were posted in a local newspaper. Duck wins by a nose. Ms. Governor had 299,999 votes and Duck had 300,000. The duck demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of a plate of pancakes. The new tally was Ms. Governor, 299,999, and Duck, 300,002. The votes had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a state is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a state was no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on posters for the presidential election. A duck for change, I like Duck, Duck making us proud again. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign trail. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. He even played the saxophone on late-night television. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted and the results were announced on CNN. Decision America, it says, Mr. President, 50,546,165. And Duck had 50,546,170 votes. And it says at the very bottom, Duck defeats president. The president demanded a recount. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. The new tally was...
I have to eat.
Here, have some iced tea, baby.
Oh, no. No.
Okay, sorry about that. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president.
Oh.
The new tally was, Mr. President, 50,546,165. And Duck, 50,546,180. Duck still defeats president. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a country is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cuts, staples, security badges, Secret Service agents, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a country is no fun at all.
I like blue. I like blue.
Then he checked the help wanted ads. Duck needed no experience necessary. must be able to mow the lawn and grind the beans. That sounds like something that we read in the beginning of the story. I wonder where Duck is going, or where Duck is applying for a job. Duck left the vice president in charge and headed back to the farm. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is now covered from head to toe in hay, horses, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. And Duck is working on his autobiography. If you don't know what an autobiography is, it means you write a story about your life. So Duck is writing about how difficult his life was. It says, 4 scores and 7 years ago, the only thing we have to fear, ask not what your country, running a farm is very hard. So that is the end of my book. I want you to think about, again, what happened in the beginning of the story, what happened in the middle of the story, what happened at the end of the story. At 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades, you guys could write about what you would do as president. What would it be like? Who would you have working for you? Things like that. I just want to say, guys, I miss you all so very much, and I cannot wait to get back to school. I hope that everybody is doing well, staying safe, and being healthy. Oh, here comes my other niece, Emily. Look at the phone, honey. Say hi. All right. So, thank you, Miss Amy. And Miss Amy, you're looking at Evelyn's head. Thank you, Miss Amy, for taping. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed my story today, and hope to see you all soon. Bye.